Alright, what's up, everybody? Before I start this off, I just want to apologize for any noises you hear in the background, especially like dripping, because I got a lot of pumps running in my room right now, circulating water, because I have a lot of different plants, and I have a fish tank, and I have another fish tank that circulates water up to the plants too. Maybe I'll do a video review of that thing sometime. That's pretty cool, actually. But, yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of dripping in the background. But, I haven't done a Tard story in a while. And I got a decent one for you today. It's not really in chronological order. And I don't know if I really call this a Tard story. Or, more or less, like, just a compilation of the weird things that this kid has done. And this isn't actually from my perspective. This is from my friends. So let me do a profile on this tard. So first off, he's not a full-on retard, like wheelchair bound and all that. But this kid has definitely got some issues. My friend had him in his art class. And I call him, and my friend calls him too, Mildew Kid, because this kid smells like mildew. Terrible, terrible mildew. And he is like basically one of those weird kids you'll see in school that are probably like into weird, maybe weird Nintendo games and stuff like that. It's not like the like movie nerd. It's just like a very freaky kid that you probably find on like 4chan or something. But this kid's definitely got some issues. He might not even be like socially capable enough for 4chan, to be honest. So it all started when my friend got into his art class, and there was this very weird looking kid there, and he has black hair, glasses, a little tan, horrible, it looks like burn scars on his face, but I think my friend said they were like or something. And yeah, there's a lot of kids who can be walking around with like looking like they got burnt on the face or something, so maybe that's just like pimples or something. I don't know. But just overall a very unpleasant looking kid, and he's definitely got the attitude to match it. So I'm going all off of what my friend has told me. So it takes a little bit of time to recall, but let me give you one decent story of what this kid was like. So he smells like mildew, and it's very, very socially, not socially awkward, but more or less just doesn't really understand any social cues. And not only social cues, he doesn't understand when people are literally telling him, just leave me alone. Like, I don't like, you're being weird, and he just doesn't get that. He went up to this girl, I think it was, and he was like, hey, you want to look at this? And I think that's how my friend said he sounded, exactly, pretty much. Or what? Yeah, I think he sounded like that. Some along the lines of that. And he keeps trying to show this girl something on his phone. And the craziest thing I found out is from the description my friend gave me of his phone. He has some kind of BlackBerry, some sort of slider. So he's got meme pictures saved on his slider phone. I don't even know if they, because I know when I had flip phones, I could still use, I never did because it was really expensive, but I know actually browsing the internet was an option. But it was very, very, like, primitive. Like, it's not like Safari or none of that now. So this kid had some sort of meme pictures saved on his phone. And he keeps trying to show this girl this. And eventually the girl's just like, can you please leave me alone? Like, and I think this kid just kept literally shoving his phone right in her face, tapping her and all that. And eventually this girl just gets up and walks out of class or something like that. And so that was one of the many horror stories of this particular individual. Another horror story I know of is he went into the lunchroom and we had a fountain, like a water fountain, but it also came with one of those little bottle fillers that they have like a spigot on the top and it fills your bottle up. And so he puts his head under it and bumps the sensor or something, and it starts pouring water on his head, like on his hair. And he looks, I don't even know if he's looking at anyone. According to my friend, I don't think he really was looking at anybody at all. And he just says to nobody, "This is the closest thing I've had to a shower in months." And to be honest, from what this kid apparently smells like, he either doesn't know how to wash his clothes properly, he seems to not know how to dry his clothes, and thus the mildew smell. Or maybe not only that, because I think my friend has said that he's been smelling worse lately, but maybe he truly doesn't shower. And that is just crazy. Like, this is a very, very dirty individual. And then another thing was, one time in class, apparently my friend got up to go and I don't know if he was turning in some sort of paper. It was an art class, so he's probably like maybe turning in whatever he's drawing or something. And as he's coming back, he glances at this kid, and he's apparently playing some kind of some sort of very little kids learning game or something like that. And he sees it and he quickly just switches it to something else. Now, this is a slider phone, so I don't know if he was playing like some mainstream game, but he just happens to have a slider phone, or if like he had those weird games that the phone comes with downloaded. I'm not really sure. There might be some sort of smartphone that's a slider, but this kid definitely had some sort of Obama phone type thing. It was, I don't even know. And then there was this one time where apparently this kid came in with a Pepe the Frog jacket, and apparently he started spewing a bunch of racist, like 4chan type stuff, and kids were getting mad, and he was getting pressed left and right. And eventually some kid's about to swing on him, apparently, so the teacher has to go over and she tries to stop everything, and then this kid gets sent out of class. And I mean, he probably went and just was a racist freak somewhere else. I don't know. What else do we got? Have I heard anything else about this kid? I think this is all I've actually heard about this kid. So, yeah, I guess this is the end of my Tard Tale. And I'll see you guys in a new Tard Tale soon, when I gather more information about the school's retarded.